Pause. Timeout. Flag on the play. Coach, can you restart?
Oh,
What's the
look,
play?
Come on,
look,
coach.
between the Wi-Fi tripping
Oh, come
and
on,
trying to get my
coach.
hotspot right, I did not unmute myself. But let me start back over. Welcome in through the Hardaway, aka three-man gentleman, aka the best big three since LeBron D Wade and Bosh. Today I must be Bosh because I'm tripping right now.
Nah, you
If
know
you
what's
are
cold. We finna
on
be yelling at
YouTube,
you.
you said what?
You know what's cold. We finna be yelling at you real soon. Almost or something.
If you are on YouTube, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, leave us a comment in the live stream. We'll greatly appreciate it. If you're on a podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anybody podcast, leave us a 5-star review and a rating, and we'll greatly appreciate it. If you don't know who I am the walking bucket, providing instant offense. It's your boy Savage up here. Got the coach on the sidelines, taking them to school on and off the court. And when I say it's really shitty, it's really shitty. Shitty, what up with Kevin Love?
We got love for Kevin.
Now, y'all retiring his jersey too. Y'all got a lot of love apparently.
Well, we are not retiring jerseys. The Cavs.
Yeah, my bad.
But stranger things that happened in Miami. FYI, we retired Michael Jordan's jersey.
So. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird to say. I mean, I get it, but I guess.
Well, I mean, the Mavericks retired Kobe, so
that's true. That's true. We also got your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, the sample man himself, Mr. Ted Shakir. Took, what up?
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm ready to get this going, man.
Let's get it going, man. Took, of course, got a trivia question, as he always does at the beginning of the show.
At this point, let's start it like give the NBA listeners, the real fans, something to think about, man. We got this one from my guy Damian Adams. Shout out to him. Okay. He asked a question which I actually had to really think about. There are two players in the top 20 in blocks and steals. Who are those two players?
One got to be LeBron.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it's not LeBron. I thought LeBron too, but don't let the athletic blocks in the what I'm saying.
D-Wade?
Nah, not D-Wade.
You said blocks and steals?
Blocks and steals.
Okay, one got to be Hakeem then, right?
Yeah, I was thinking Hakeem. Yeah.
Okay, Hakeem Olajuwon. Not Jordan.
It's not Jordan.
Gary Payton?
What? Who ball Gary Payton blocking?
Well, the part that's tripping me up is the steals part, because you're saying steals like that's a guard or a wing. So it came. I don't think too many big men were.
Shitty. What's up, man?
I mean, I know the answer. I don't want to say it. I don't want to. I don't want to give away the big ticket of it.
It's Garnett.
It's Garnett.
I didn't know Garnett was ripping the ball like that. All right.
Deflections.
Hey. But it's like deflections. And he got them long arms too. So Jaren Jackson, we looking at you, man. We need you to get your steals up.
Hey, he had 9 stocks the other day. It was like 5 blocks, 4 steals. So he might.
There we go.
He might do it.
That needs a stat.
Right. That's good, man. All right, gentlemen. So last night we had the beginning of All-Star festivities. Of course, we had the 3-point contest. Damian Lillard, I mean, it was just effortless for him. I did see my boy Tyrese Halliburton put up 31 of them things. So we got to give Tyrese Halliburton some credit, but Dame Lillard and them took it home.
He sold me, bro. He sold me.
How did he sell you? How did he sell you? I saw your message, but how did he sell you?
Shout out to Draymond Green. He was like, most players that are going to do good in this competition don't jump. And if you notice last year, Cat, he really didn't have to jump when he shoot. That's really
Halliburton don't jump on his shot.
So he don't jump. So he was like, if I was to put my money on somebody to win, it'd be Halliburton. So I'm like, shoot, I put 5-10 on him. Knew he'd win. Of course, got the most of the first round. And you let Dame Lillard beat you, man.
It's Dame Lillard. What you want him to do? What you want to do?
It's cool, man. Shout out to
Logo Dame.
Man, logo Dame, man. Like
he got me paid in other ways, though. I was able to pick the top 3, so he got me paid in other ways. But he sold. Your boy sold.
He sold, yeah. Then we also, of course, had the dunk contest, which was shut down by Mr. White Man Can Jump himself, Mac McClung. We had other players involved as well, too, but I don't think genuinely anybody cares about the other players. So I just kind of wanted to know y'all's quick thoughts about the dunk contest. And I'll get the highlights in here as well.
I'll go quickly because I didn't get a chance to watch all of it.
You can watch a quick snippet of it. Here you go. Watch a quick snippet of this white man jumping right here.
Yes. I'll wait. Clear 2. My man, first of all, you gotta give it up.
He cleared two, tapped it off the backboard, brought it down, and then dunked it. You can't. It happened real quick, so you didn't get to see it.
But we also gotta give credit to the other guy who was holding the other guy. He's been doing the squats lately,
exactly,
as you can tell. But man, the show was for him, Mac McClung. I don't even care who the other people were at all. I really don't. And so shout out to Mac Man himself. But look at this. Hold on. I gotta see this again. Jesus.
I wish I had the other angle. He tapped the backboard on that jump.
I can tell how he did that though. Yeah. And for him to do a 720, by the way, where do you get that? Now, does this translate in basketball? Not really.
Nope.
So for all of those wondering, like, hey, why does Mac McClung not have a 10-day contract? Because he can dunk a ball. That's why he deserves a 10-day contract. He's not scoring like he's supposed to. So we don't always have fast breaks. We don't always have open lanes. This is basketball. But I'm gonna give kudos where it's deserved. And Mac McClung, and shout out to the G League and the NBA for bringing other players in for this to make this more exciting. That's crazy that none of the NBA, none of the athletes that were coming directly from the NBA were the ones that we were really there for. We were really there for Mac, who's from the G League. So kudos to them, man. Throw it over the Took for the rest, but Mac can jump.
Mac definitely can, man. Shout out to him, and he was definitely like a social media sensation already, as it was. So for him to come out and do what he did, it was kind of expected by a lot of people, but a lot of people still didn't know that this white boy could jump. And I've seen him do some even crazier dunks, which is the crazier part about it. So he said, hopefully, I'm gonna get to that, Trevor. I'm gonna get to that. Trust me. But he said, hopefully, if he's invited back, he'll be, in the dunk contest, and hopefully, at this point, his game can expand. Because maybe the only reason he's not in the league is because skill-wise he just don't fit. And I believe he's like 5'11", 6 feet. Yeah, he's short. But yeah, he's a short, but he got money. So hopefully the Sixers can guarantee his contract for the rest of the year, something like that, and they get it going. But I didn't come on this podcast. Y'all know me. I ain't come to be happy giddy.
Not Josh Giddey?
Not Josh.
Okay.
But we going a white man won the dunk contest in Black History Month. And I feel kind of way. So I'm here to hate. I'm here to keep it real. First of all, it was a 540. He did not spin twice completely in the air. Trevor, you hit it right on the head.
It's like NBA Live 05 where he did the
exactly. You notice it was funny because he spun twice. You can see it. I'm here to hate today. It was a 540. It was not a 720. That's number one. Number two, I know people on social media, I can go tweet it right now if y'all haven't seen it, but apparently somebody went and tried to see if Matt McClung, have any racial past moments on Twitter or anything. He was declared clean until I found out that he was born on the ride day. So January 6, 2022 is when the ride happened. Matt McClung was born January 6, 1999. So he's not all the way clean. He's not. I'm sorry to let y'all know that. Wow. White men can jump for sure. We know that now. I can't wait to see it in the movies, but he ain't all the way clean, y'all.
Maybe he was one of the fortunate ones that was able to jump over that wall. They was trying to jump from.
How you think they got in? How you think they got in? Matt McClung let him in.
Are you gonna sit here? You gonna sit here and tell me that he was jumping for that flag? That was him. That was him.
He had a birthday celebration in Washington. And everybody was like, hold on, we're going to go and crash a ride. We got my boy lit. Hey, Mac, don't hop this thing and let us in. And the rest is history. So your boy ain't clean.
Hey, man.
I know y'all know what's real. Let's be real. Shout out to the network.
Oh, man.
Nah.
He ain't clean. Damn, Mac. Nope. Well, we don't have to worry about Mac making anybody's team. I mean, I feel like what they did with him getting an actual jersey is the NBA saying, well, he ain't got a jersey to wear during the dunk contest. Just go ahead and sign him for like a couple of days. Because, I mean, he's not playing over like Milton and Maxey. That ain't happening. That's not happening. But how y'all feel about just G League players, first of all, winning dunk contest and then being in the rookie sophomore game, whatever it's called, Rising Stars game? I mess with the ones in the Rising Stars game, but I feel like last year I felt differently, but like it actually happening. I kind of want the Stars to do the dunk contest again, man. I kind of want to see Ja in there. I kind of want to see Zion in there. I mean, Matt McClung, I like him. He performed amazing yesterday. But I mean, seeing who's it, Trey Murphy and Kenyon Martin Jr., which is crazy to me that we got Junior Kenyon Martin in here. But this the other guys, I'm like, damn, can we just get one time with Zion?
Savage, I'm going to tackle this one first because you hit it right on the point. Because the stars are unwilling to participate in the slam dunk contest, they're kind of going to need the G League. And I want to take a step back first when we talk about LeBron James. LeBron James literally said since his rookie year, every time somebody asks him, is he going to participate in the dunk contest? No, I'm good. And people waited 20 years still to this day to see LeBron in the dunk contest. We put that same expectation on Ja Morant. Ja Morant's telling us, no, I'm good. Will he change his mind? To me, no, I doubt it. Because the stars just don't want to be in the dunk contest. To answer your question, I feel like the NBA are in a position to use the G League. For example, people like me, basketball heads, we knew kind of that Matt McClung was going to come and do a pretty good job because of what he's done on social media. With social media, you are able to promote yourself better. These G League teams and whatever can go and find the next Matt McClung, whatever. And if they're becoming the stars of the G League, they already got the fan base to know them, and they already got the social media fan base to know them as well. So all you got to do, which the NBA is going to do, is to put them in a bigger position to promote themselves and the NBA and the G League. You win and win. Like Matt McClung winning the G League, winning the dunk contest last night was great for the G League. Yeah, because now you got, like I said, social media people that's like, oh snap, let me go ahead and make the G League so I can get in front of the NBA, in front of the NBA fans.
Fair point.
I'm gonna be good for a long time, whether he got an NBA contract or not.
That's a fair point. I'm mad we didn't get DJ though. Man, if the G League was popping when DJ was in his prime, man.
Any team that's listening that rock with us, my best dunkers of all time: Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, DJ Stephens. That three, and I'm not putting anybody over DJ. If DJ can find himself on a G League team, just specifically for the dunk contest, I'm telling y'all, bet the house on DJ winning. DJ, if you listening, big fan, we need you, bro. I'm telling y'all.
So if I'm gonna add, you know, we should talk about if you had an all-star weekend, right? Who you put in the four in your dunk contest, so to speak, because they asked those players this weekend. The question was about bringing the stars back. I believe once we take the entire weekend more serious, then the stars will come back. The All-Star game to me still is like, yep, we here. I'm not trying to get hurt. There's not gonna be any defense play. I'm gonna put up about $150 before the fourth quarter, and then we can play basketball in the fourth quarter. And so I would love to see more intensity, more defense, but I know that's not going to happen. I think I'm just a defensive person, though. Do I want to see the stars? Yes. And I wouldn't mind if they had some like off-brand stuff, because DK Metcalf can jump, by the way.
Man.
So we talked about Saturday, but I'm going to go back a little bit further and go to Friday. DK Metcalf had a double-double. It wasn't talked about. 20 and 10. I don't care who he's playing against. I don't care if he's playing against that little chubby Mexican dude or the Miz. I don't care who it was against. He got 20 and 10.
Hey, shout out to the Miz, man. Hit that half-court shot. You know it didn't count.
Hit that thing. I think he might have traveled after he caught it. But it don't even matter. They don't call traveling anyway. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Zion, and some other headliners to make you really want to stay. I think the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon were like the last two supreme stars that we've had, and they're not really stars. Like Zach LaVine's not making an all-star game, Aaron Gordon's not making an all-star game, but we know how their athleticism is carrying them to. They were a box office for us to watch. You watched the slam dunk contest because of what those two were going through. What was that, 2 or 3 years, so to speak? Even taking it back to when Nate Robinson was going against Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was an all-star then, but Nate Robinson was not.
Yeah.
And so I think we just need to bring the most athletic people, Gerald Greens, into the world about that. But for now, I'm cool. Mac won it. Mac did what he did. But are the stars willing to come and say, hey, I want to do the dunk contest, which is to Tuke's point. Since LeBron has said that, low-key, nobody really said, oh, yeah, I'm coming. Zion has, though, for next year. So maybe he's going to start this new, I'm coming for the dunk contest and to be in the All-Star game because he's definitely not right now.
Kobe and Dwight are the last Hall of Famers to do it since 96.
Yeesh.
Wait. The last what?
Last
Hall of Famer. Well, Dwight gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You know.
Yeah.
With Taiwan?
Hey, he put up, 86 points? They ain't winning games.
Losing.
All right, Shaq.
I'm just calling out the stats here.
You're right. Hey, can't control it as a big man. Can't control the game as much, even though you're scoring 86 points. But you know.
Jesus.
All right, so I know the All-Star game is today. I personally don't plan to watch it intensively because that's just not. I haven't watched it intensively since they first implemented that new rule. I don't really care. They don't care about it, so I don't care about it. So I'm already ready for the next half of the season right now, which is where we are going to be going with the Contenders post deadline. Now, of course, last episode we talked about a bunch of different trades with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, the Lakers, all that good stuff. So I wanted to go back a little bit, back into early January, where we did a finals parody episode to see who are the contenders. And I put it in the the group chat earlier this week for y'all, so y'all already know it. But this is who we decided on pre-deadline. Now, of course, we did say this ain't solidified just yet because things might change. But this is who we had pre-deadline. We had Boston, we had Brooklyn, we had Denver, the Grizzlies, who are fine in the West because everybody's saying it for the past 25 billion years, Dallas Mavericks, and the Golden State Warriors. On the outside, we had Bucks, Cavs, Pelicans, Kings, Clippers, and Suns. So the standings at that time obviously were different because we had the Pelicans were in third place back in January. The Pelicans are now in what? I don't even remember. They like in 10th place, whatever place it is. Somebody check that for me. But they ain't nowhere near third place anymore. So with
they're
seventh place.
7th place, 3 games out of third place.
Out of third place. Okay. So they still hanging on, but they had like a 10 to 11 game losing streak at one point during the stretch, which says a lot, I think, about the Western Conference in terms of like the Grizzlies had a long losing streak or a string of losing games, and they still are in second place. You know, so with that being said, I feel like we should discuss some changes to this contender list because the Nets, I mean, they cool, but they ain't contending no more. Mikal Bridges had 45 points the other day on like 83% shooting, but I mean, we know they ain't gonna win a championship against Boston or now Milwaukee. So has anything changed for y'all in terms of like who are y'all contenders? I know she said you want to kind of do our top 6.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to pull this back up. So in terms of contenders that we had, Clippers, Nets, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Warriors, I'm going to keep the Celtics, keep the Nuggets, and keep the Warriors. I don't believe the other half of that roster that we have as the 6 are contenders. My reasoning behind it, first of all, the Nets are done. They may win a playoff game or 2, but that'll be it. The Mavericks are going to run into a buzzsaw. I know they got JaVale McGee. It's not going to work. And Kyrie. Because too many other people got better in the West, which leads me to the Grizzlies as well. I don't believe the Grizzlies are contenders either because, again, everybody else got better. And we got Luke Kennard, who wasn't even part of. Yes, I preach the gospel there. And I will insert. Okay. So I removed 3 out. I'll put 3 in. So the Bucks should definitely be contenders. Okay. The Clippers should be contenders. And I mean, the sun has set and it's back rising. So the Suns are definitely contenders. So if I'm going to go back to the list that we had pre trade deadline and knowing what has happened since the trade deadline to this day, those will be the 3 I remove, and those will be the 3 I put up there. The Bucks, Chris Middleton will eventually come to form. But until then, Giannis has been doing what he's needed to do to carry them. All-star, not even all-star. He's an all-NBA performance right now, offensively and defensively, and is in the MVP runnings for a reason. You have the Clippers. The Clippers have been in, if not the Western Conference Finals, the semifinals for the past 2 to 3 years with Ty Lue. And now you're going to add Kawhi, eventually healthy. Come on. And the Suns, Tuke's favorite players here now. And there again, I will keep saying this so I'm blue in the face, and I'm not going to get blue because I'm black. But KD is not going to forget what happened to him in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. And again, whenever he gets back from his injury and feels better, he's with a coach that's not going to let him get swept 4 games. I have no idea how that happened. Now that might lose bad at home because that happened, Monty. I don't let me. I'm going to put some cuffs on you too. But I don't think KD's going to let that happen and lose by what did they lose by, like 40, 50 at home? Got embarrassed. That won't happen again. I don't care who's on the court. The only thing that will stop all of these things from happening, all these contenders, is going to be the number one thing that helped the Suns get to the finals a couple years ago: injuries. And I'll leave it at that.
So you had Boston, Denver, Milwaukee, Clippers, Phoenix, and who else?
I'm gonna give the Warriors.
Warriors. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because
I was like,
until I'm proven wrong, until the Warriors at full strength are completely done,
okay,
and they have to be eliminated. They are the best of the best. They are the best team franchise, I would say, in the past 6-7 years, and they have one of the better coaches there. They're going to figure it out. They always do.
You got to overkill the Warriors. You got to make sure they dead, step on them, shoot them, stab them, get do all this stuff. Okay, so who you got?
I hate to make this boring, but I actually got the same 6.
No Grizzlies?
No Grizzlies. I told you how I feel about the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are the biggest question mark for me, because one, coaching at the end of games. What up, A? 2034 All-Star ain't in the building. When it's close to game, y'all
smelling like outside. Why you smell like outside?
Look, man.
I'm just playing.
That's enthusiasm. What you mean?
Exactly. Like y'all know how I feel about the Grizzlies closing games. We kind of, I don't want to say get lucky, but I can't continue to see Ja Morant as a closer until he get more of a consistent, at least mid-range shot. Like you look at the more the point guards that are closers in the game, it's gonna be Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, SGA. You name closers that that can shoot. Ja Morant can't do that for me, and I think in the close games, and we still got the same roster for last year essentially. In my opinion, we kind of defensively worse. What are we gonna do? So what I'm saying, we may get a matchup in a first round against the Suns, against the Clippers, against the Mavericks, who we can't even beat the Mavericks with Luka. Now they got Kyrie Irving. Granted, I think we can beat them, but until further notice and until we actually do, stats say otherwise. So I can't rock with the Grizzlies right now as much as I really want to. Yeah, and like Big Steve ain't playing. Like that's gonna be coaching is gonna determine how far the Grizzlies get, because we talk about how Big Steve can help his team, but at the same time, Big Steve ain't played much in the playoffs last year when we went against the Warriors, and this is what we're seeing right now. Jaren Jackson all-star perfect, Ja Morant all-star perfect, superstar, cool, but to me, is he gonna close the games out against the Phoenix Suns that, like I said, you could see in the first round? I gotta see it to believe it.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think I'm out on the Grizzlies just yet in terms of like them being an actual contender, because I feel like having a week or so to kind of chill on the Luke Kennard trade, I feel like is going to help tremendously. And my hope is that, well, I can't say hope because I don't know for sure. With Taylor Jenkins, it's gonna be like, can you coach? Can you coach? And my hope is that Luke's shooting ability and ball handling ability is able to hide the deficiencies that the coaching staff has. I'm gonna put him as a contender, but I'm still skeptical because I know one team that is fine in the West. That's the Denver Nuggets. They 29-11 in the West. That's leaps and bounds above anybody else in the West. And I think with Joker It's like, all right, this is year 3 of the MVP season. It's time to win now. My fear with Denver is I'm looking at the standings right now. Right now is 7-8 is New Orleans versus Minnesota, and 9 and 10 is Golden State versus Oklahoma City. A couple of episodes ago, I did say that the one team that will give Denver trouble is the Golden State Warriors. We've seen Draymond Green defend Nikola Jokic, and if they run into a healthy Golden State Warriors, we're going to see another 8-1 upset. I really believe so. I really, really believe
that's so. That's a great point there, Savage. Great point.
So it's like, hence why I got them as contenders still.
So to that end, I'm like, could we consider Denver a true contender if they run into Golden State Warriors? And I know we got Fatboy Fadeaway in the comments, so I'm curious to see what they say. I know he said something. Give the Nuggets a chance to beat the Suns. Yeah, I think the Nuggets can.
No,
I would personally.
No,
so I would. Why not? Why not?
Who's stopping Kevin Durant?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It in the playoffs.
It don't
you
matter.
Gotta be able to stop the best player in the league.
Team, Denver has way more continuity, I think, than Phoenix. So for that
and
particular
defense
series,
is still a problem for them.
That's true, but I think that Denver has more continuity to make it work better than Phoenix. Now, you put Phoenix against some other team, Grizzlies, for example, or anybody else, then yeah, but I think Denver's combination of coaching and continuity will help them in a series against Kevin Durant. I think so.
If I could.
Go ahead, Coach.
This Suns team is not a mirror image, but this is like the Heatles. And so the Heatles did well until they ran into who? Dirk.
Well, Coach Team. Carlisle.
And so to me, I think this, and again, to part, you're talking about continuity, chemistry, and all that stuff as well. Who knows when this Suns team will be able to put that all together if they are to see the Nuggets. And so I would give the edge to the Nuggets this year, but moving forward, no, and not at all. I just really think it's based upon when Chris Paul Chris Paul's back, but when KD gets back, how does that look? How does that feel? How are we coming off the bench? Because you have established what it takes with the Nuggets. We don't have established rotations yet with the Suns. Now, again, no one's talking about TJ Warren and Terrence Ross as well, coming off with some heat as well. Go ahead, too.
1 point. We talked smack about DeAndre Ayton, but he is a good defender versus Jokic. And one thing I just found out that they tied 7-7. So let's even that out a little bit more. But in the playoffs, Jokic ain't beat Ayton yet. So you adding Kevin Durant to that? Sorry, buddy.
It's a different team now. It's different team. It's a different team than what they played last time, though.
I mean, is it?
It's a different team. It's a different team, and then
they got a point guard.
Was that the series that they that Jokic got kicked out the game in Game 7? It was something crazy that happened. He was something crazy.
Yeah, I remember.
He was beside himself.
One before that happened.
He was beside himself. But to kind of go back to my contenders, I think in the East just 2. I think it's Boston. I think it's Milwaukee, and that's it. Like, we know about the Phillips 76ers. We ain't worried about them. I think it's just those two. Those two. But I think the West is far more open because, like, it's like a boxing match. I mean, styles make fights with this one because, like, if you put the Grizzlies versus, like, the Kings, I think the Grizzlies going to win. I think this is what it is. If you put Denver versus Golden State, I think Golden State going to win. I think it's a matter of, like, how do the matchups fall? And the way it stands right now, too, is that we could get Denver and Phoenix in round 2, depending on, who wins it. And, of course, we would love to see that on this podcast, given our stances on it. But in West, I got Denver, Golden State, I got Phoenix, and I got the Grizzlies still. The Suns, I mean, like you said, too, they had Kevin Durant. I mean, that's a cheat code. And then with the Grizzlies, of course, I think they're still going to be okay. My hope is that they figure it out as a Grizzlies fan. The Warriors, I'm putting the Warriors in there now because as long as they are treading water into the playoffs, all they got to do is just make it. And we kind of reiterate this point in the podcast. It's just get there and just win one away game. And it's like it might be curtains for whoever's on the other side of the court. So, and when Boston just signed their coach to a multi-year contract, so they good on that. Ime Udoka, if you want to coach in Memphis, let me know. We'll come pick you up from the airport.
Hey, bro.
I'm just saying.
No, for real.
Really, look, we in Memphis. We got plenty of problems here. You can just add yours to the pot. It's cool. And then with Milwaukee, you didn't mention them surprisingly. Sheedy Drew Holiday is an all-star. He is doing damn well this year. I forget how old he is, but he damn near got to be 32, 33 and still locking people up and still scoring 30, 40 points when the team needs it. So those are my 6 contenders. So it's safe to say we moving out the Pelicans, because I know last episode we were talking about the Pelicans might be good.
Pelicans ain't flying in the playoffs. Next slide.
So no Cavs. Okay, so Clippers.
Yeah, now he did not mention the Clippers. You're right too. Let's talk about it.
I didn't mention the Clippers. I feel like I like Bones Highland. He isn't playing that much right now, so I'm not sure. Now they might get Russell Westbrook, and I still don't know how I feel about Russell Westbrook as a contribution to the Clippers. Paul George needs the ball in his hand. Kawhi Leonard needs the ball in his hand. So what does that mean on offense for Russell Westbrook? Now, Ty Lue, much better coach than Darvin Ham, much better coach than Frank Vogel when he was there. So that could change some things up, but I don't see where he fits in with that team. Personally, I do not. Sheedy, you might want him in Miami. I don't know why you would want him in Miami. I wouldn't touch that with a 6-foot pole, but that's just me.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, because he's better than his this year right now, he's better than Kyle Lowry is this year right now. So we're talking about an elevation at the point guard position. Honestly, I wouldn't even want him to start, to be honest. If I'm going to give you what I would like to happen, if we do sign Russell, because we already got K-Love, I think that's going to be something to be said, because we're reuniting the Bruins again. And I think Russell will be well with coming off the bench for us and having Vincent start. Gabe Vincent's been playing great basketball for us recently, win or lose. So I would rather put Vincent as a starter. Westbrook comes off the bench with whatever lineup we got coming off the bench with him. I think he will flourish more. I think he does more damage to what the Clippers have, because I like what Terrence Mann is doing.
Right.
Yeah. And, whenever Bones Highland figures it out or whatever's going on there, I think they're good. They're great there. I think Paul George may want Russell Westbrook to try it again because it didn't work in OKC. And I don't think that's a good fit for them. I think we're done talking about Chicago, because that's a bunch of bullshit anyway. And so
no pun intended.
I was like, that was a hell of a pun.
I'm on big Punisher, all of that. But like, I wouldn't mind him in Miami, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's going to be a needle mover for us. I'm just saying, as a guard and what he can do, we can hide him defensively. I'm not worried about that at all. What Spoelstra can do is fine. We got Bam still at the rim meeting him, but the reunion, I think, of K-Love and him, I think would help with continuity for those two. And it is what it is. But nah, I just don't understand why you don't want the Clippers as contenders. That's really where I'm at with it.
Nah. Real quick, Savage. I believe energy is everything, bro. And you said you don't know what Russ can bring to the Heat. Name the 3 people on the Heat team that can dunk.
Is that what you
Bam Adebayo. Can Jimmy dunk? Can he still dunk?
I'll put you in
okay, Jimmy.
He still dunk.
Is Oladipo okay? Can he get
up?
Oladipo
straight for right now.
All right.
That's the 3 people on the team that can dunk. That should answer your question. Why Russell Westbrook on the Heat makes sense. Like, come on, man. Get some energy going, bro. Get some energy going. But with the Clippers, man, you got that continuation with Paul George. Y'all know how to play. I think Russ is more humble now. Like Savage, we talked about, like, one of the first episodes on the pod is sacrifice. He did. He sacrificed.
He did. He took a step back.
In fact, he still scapegoated for why the Lakers were so bad.
No doubt.
It sucks. I'm team Russ all the way at this point. But with the Clippers, you're adding a playmaker who could start or come off the bench. But you add somebody that just want to win and want to do right, and you talk about somebody that don't let the Clippers and the Lakers meet in the playoffs.
Oh,
time out. The Lakers.
The Lakers. Saying, I do have the Lakers.
Come on, former fan. You don't believe in them yet?
I do got the Lakers making the playoffs.
Former fan, you don't got it, former fan?
I do have the Lakers making the
I just
playoffs.
want an explanation as to how they make the playoffs.
Let's talk about that when we're not talking about actual contenders.
I think you're done. I'm done now. Explain how. I want to know how.
He said we're gonna move on from this.
Explain how.
If you look at that team, right, and the players that LeBron James needs to play with, all they got to do is shoot the ball. With Russell, it wasn't a thing because he gonna shoot it, but he ain't gonna hit it. D'Angelo Russell arguably is having his best season of his career right now. I have watched the Timberwolves play. He's confident as hell. He's not the same D'Angelo Russell that was with them with his rookie season. I'm telling you that right now. He's a much better fit for LeBron. So you got him. You got a healthy 80, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? You got Mo Bamba, who you can protect the plane. You got certain players who know their roles at this point. And with that being said, you can you can get into the playoffs with the team that you got. Honestly, it's a much better team, much better pieces. Malik Beasley ain't no slouch. He gonna be the J.R. Smith of the team. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Kevin Love end up back with the Lakers just cause he's from LA.
Hold your horses.
I'm just saying.
Next year you
from
can.
LA. From it. So I'm just saying, like, you got the pieces in LA to really compete for the rest of the season. They schedule hard as hell, but if they make the playoffs, it's because they were able to thrive through that schedule.
Man,
and they're a better team.
They are schedule one more time. Are they beating the Warriors on Thursday?
It's not. They have to.
They beating the Warriors. Okay,
they have to at this point.
Okay, Knicks. Are they beating Dallas? Are they beating Kyrie and Luka on Sunday?
Got 2 games. To my understanding, with them, they'll get 1.
Okay, the Grizzlies in Memphis. I think the Grizzlies getting their get back. I think they're gonna get their get back after
they got 2 against the Grizzlies. That Lakers gonna get 1.
The Thunder just beat them on the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar night.
They ain't have D'Angelo Russell.
Okay, Timberwolves
win.
Warriors again.
I told you they're gonna get 1 of the Warriors games.
Okay, Grizzlies again.
I told you they're gonna get 1 of the Grizzlies games.
Raptors playing better.
They got way better.
Okay, Knicks.
Lost.
Okay.
Lost.
Pelicans can go either way.
Either
Rockets,
way.
you can win that one.
Right.
Mavericks again.
They're gonna win 1 of them.
My Magic, who beat everybody when they're not supposed to beat everybody.
That's true.
Better win. What is that, at home or
that's at home?
Oh yeah, Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they got your boy KD.
That's a loss.
We gotta find out what KD. I think he's coming back next week though. But
that's March 22nd though.
Yeah, we're in March. Yeah, I can tell about
it. Okay, and then you get your boy Shea again.
Oh, that's no. The Lakers win that game.
The Thunder game?
Yes.
They got the Bulls back to back. I'll give you both of those if you want both of them.
Hey, if they really want it, they better win both of them.
I think they said they got to go 16-8. They last 24 games. They got to win 16 games, man. Like,
wait, is this for the play-in scenario?
I think the play-in. And right now, ahead of them, I know we're talking about Lakers right now, which is crazy to me. But
you're a fan. Let's talk about
it. I'm not. I'm telling you.
A lot of them teams you named are in the Western Conference, so they got to worry about the other teams winning and losing too.
Before you go into, you bring up a great point. What's about to happen in March is going to be complete March Madness from the NBA perspective.
For everybody.
Yes. and I look at, there's going to be a lot of playoff basketball that starts in March that people are not really talking enough about because of how the seeding is going right now. And to make sure that you're in the playoffs and to make sure you're in the playing scenario, there ain't going to be too much resting after the All-Star break. You're going to cancel that.
Literally from 6, which is Dallas, to the Lakers, which is 13, there are 3.5 games, 4.5 games, whichever the math is.
March Madness.
But it's literally anything can happen. Like we talked about earlier with January, the Pelicans were in 3rd place. They went as low, I think it's like 9 or 10 at one point. So I guess that's why this conversation is so needed. I'll give you both of them. That's why the Warriors. But it's so needed right now because, I mean, Lakers, they mathematically could make the playoffs. I just, as a former Lakers fan, I'm a former Lakers fan. Check back with me next year. After LeBron leaves, check with me again. But but yeah, I just can't see the way they're playing basketball. On top of who's in the play-in right now. We're talking about contenders, but the play-in as it stands right now are the Pelicans, Minnesota, who been playing better without Karl-Anthony Towns, who might come back this week. I think they said,
and that's gonna be with their Achilles heel.
Could be because we had talked about that on this podcast, and then Golden State Warriors, who y'all have said are contenders, but right now they're on the outside of the playoffs, not in the play-in. And then the Thunder, who have had a great year and are playing better basketball. So that's why I'm kind of like, and then above them is Utah, who I believe they are fully in victor mode right now. And then Portland's just not a good team. It's not a good team in my opinion.
And they're down the guard.
Yeah. If Simons, he might be out for the season. So
yeah,
I mean, so this is my homework too. I'm gonna give myself homework. I'm gonna watch the Lakers at least twice within the next week and a half. Okay. And I'm gonna pick my matchup and just see, because I don't see it right now. Maybe I'm just not seeing it from your perspective. So I'm gonna do that. that's my homework for the week. So y'all hold me accountable.
You're gonna be impressed.
So any other comments about contenders?
Well, it's not a contenders, it's just a Lakers comment. I love that one game. But we all know we got to see more than one game, and I don't think even 2 games will give you enough either, Savage. I think about 7 to 8 games, like you said, this stretch about 10 games.
You asked me a lot, man, to watch 7 of them sorry ass Lakers games.
Well, I mean, former, current, who knows? You know what type of fan you want to be. Oh yeah, I mean we can get some more for you. But I like it. Injuries. I'm gonna leave it at that. I feel like that is going to be the Achilles heel for everyone. Will always be injuries, and when you reinsert yourself, Karl-Anthony Towns, back into lineups, is it for production or regression? That's all.
Fair enough. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna check back later in the season to see where we at, because I mean every week is literally gonna change. So we had a little bit of a debate. So let's get another debate with start, bench, and cut. So I got Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams and Third and 3 podcast. Make sure y'all give him a follow and a listen. He put on social media start, bench, cut. He had Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, and John Stockton. Start, bench, cut. I am going to start Jason Kidd. I mean, easily the best point guard. I won't say easily the best point guard from this list, but as far as what I like from my point guard, being able to rebound, to shoot, as Took mentioned, that he developed a jump shot later in his career, and also defend and also lead a team, on the court. I'll take Jason Kidd all day long as my starter. On the bench, CP3, easily the point guard. He's like a mini version of Jason Kidd, so I'll take that. And then I'm cutting John Stockton, who benefited from the pick and roll with Karl Malone, and that's why he is the all-time assist leader. Plays defense. He getting them pockets. It's an all-time steals leader, but I got 2 better point guards than Jason Kidd and CP3, so I'm cutting John Stockton.
I'm so happy I'm not the only one that went with that. Exactly. Okay, cool. Everything you said about Jason Kidd, he won a ring against Yao King, so it's like, gotta roll with the guy who actually got a ring. Since we put so much emphasis on ringships, but just point guard and leadership wise, I mean, Jason Kidd was it. Like our childhood, he was arguably the point guard. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy. Chris Paul. You talk about a player who goes to any team that makes them better. You know what I'm saying? And we can't say the same thing about John Stockton. He literally stayed on one team. He was attached to the hip with Karl Malone. Matter of fact, when Karl Malone was an all-star, they were co-MVPs because, of course, John Stockton got on the ball. This ain't hate. You know what? Screw it. I came on this podcast, like I said earlier, to hate. You play with one dude your entire career and y'all benefit from it. I get. But if he were to go to another team, would he have had that same success? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know that. As to the first 2 point guards that I said went to different teams and thrived in different teams and also elevated their careers personally, you know what I'm saying? And that was just on Chris Paul to go ahead and win a ring with my guy Kevin Durant. But you know what I'm saying? Call it hate if you want. John Stockton, hell of a defender, I guess. Shout out to him for getting all those steals. But I got to roll with starting Kidd, benching CP3, and cutting John Stockton.
Real quick, I want to interrupt Sheedy and be a part of the LBR family. John Stockton led the league in assists for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive seasons. That's crazy. I want to give him his flowers for a second because I mean, you dishing that mug, even though it's a Karl Malone, but he was
Who
dishing
was
that
second
rock.
at that time though?
I don't even know because it was
that's my thing. Like,
I don't even know.
College times, college generations, whatever. Who was second at that time?
I'm gonna look it up real quick. So,
You know
you can go ahead now. I'm done interrupting you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're just part of the family. Start bench cut. So for me, the hardest part to me was how I want my team. It's who I want to start, who I want to bench, who I want to cut. The hardest part was who do I want to start. The easiest part was who I want to cut. I'm cutting Jason Kidd. I'm going to start John Stockton, and I am going to bench CP3. You're asking me for my reasons. I know.
Oh, yeah, we are.
So
we also cuss you out in our head, but go ahead, continue.
And that's fine. Okay. And so what I will say is we all watched. I'm gonna start with Chris Paul first. We all watched Chris Paul carry every Oklahoma City team he was on, whether it was the Thunder or the Hornets, who were in Oklahoma City and not in New Orleans. That lets me know that no matter the talent that is around him, Chris Paul can come off the bench and be not even a facilitator, but also a scorer. The other thing I want to talk about for Chris Paul is, Chris Paul has currently 11 All-NBA teams. He's got 9 All-Defensive teams. So that's coming off my bench. Great. Jason Kidd, great guy. Could shake his hand. He's an okay coach. I don't know. I guess I was never sold on Jason Kidd performing well. He's a 10-time All-Star.
Yeah, he is, Trevor. He is.
I'm not the only one in this podcast that can't relate today. That's exactly what it is, Trevor. You are jealous.
That's also why he hates. That's why he hates on Steve Nash.
Not 2, not 3. Y'all can't even beat old ass Jason Kidd, man. Get out of here with this, bro.
First of all, because we couldn't be Dirk Nowitzki.
Come on, bro. We know exactly what this is.
But I'll give Jason Kidd his flowers. He got 9 all-defensive teams. Only 5 all-NBA teams. Well, 6 all-NBA teams. So John Stockton,
I can't wait to get you on that one.
If what we're saying is true, right? All his assists are going to Karl Malone. I hear you. So for 9 years, no one could stop that. No one could develop a scheme to stop that. And if they did, how did he overcome that for 9 straight years? By the way, he also has 11 All-NBA team selections and 5.
He played like 30 years. Of course he got 11.
No.
How long does this man play? This man played from 1984 to 2003.
2003. How long did Jason Kidd play?
Not that long.
Because he's been traded everywhere.
Man, look, John Stockton is a white man in Utah. They're not gonna trade him.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault. But I will say is whatever was working for that formula, I will have him to lead the team to do that. They still went to 2 finals. Yeah, I know they got beat by Jordan. I know that Jason Kidd went to 2 finals. Well, 3 finals actually. Got beat twice, won 1 with Dirk. I hear that. You're asking me about my team, about what I want, about who I will start bench and cut. And those are my rationales. Do I disagree with what y'all said? No, because it's your team. Whatever you want. These are my rationales for my team.
I tell you what, if I go to a game with Coach Riley, I better see a point guard with short shorts and a big man doing pick and rolls. Otherwise, I'm be like, nah, give me Jason Kidd.
The play call is actually called Kobe, by the way. What you're asking me, it's called Kobe. A high pick and roll is what we run. Yes, sir. And if that guard ain't passing to the big, he's out the game.
Jason Kidd's team went against the quote-unquote GOAT of this generation and won. John Stockton went against the quote-unquote my GOAT of ever and became a meme. You know, his team became a meme that we still use to this day. So it's like I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. And you talk about Jason Kidd's, not being able to have as many first team, second, the NBA teams, whatever. Who else will point guards during Jason Kidd's 20-year career?
Chris
Versus
Paul.
Savage, do you have an answer for second in assists during Stockton's time?
So I have it up. So in 87, well, most of these years, Magic Johnson was number 2. So in 87, 88, Magic Johnson was number 2. Number 3 was Mark Jackson. Shout out to Mark Jackson. The next year, it was Magic Johnson and Kevin Johnson from the Suns.
Okay.
And then the next year, I'm just going to keep going. The next year was Magic Johnson, Kevin Johnson. The next year, Magic Johnson, Michael Adams, Kevin Johnson. So same people. I'm going to make some Magic athlete. Kevin Johnson, Sheedy Boy, Tim Hardaway, Muggsy Bogues. Next year, Tim Hardaway, Scott Skiles, who has the record for assists in the game. He had like 30 in the game one time.
Yes.
Mark Jackson after that. And then Muggsy Bogues, Mookie Blakelock. Ooh, throwback. Kenny Anderson, Kevin Johnson. So we see John Stockton is a steady at the top, but it's like, I mean, the way that the offense was constructed for them was like he has to get the assists. He ain't gonna shoot it,
Feed
points per
big
game.
man.
Points per game.
Arguably one of the better big man scorers.
17, 15, 15, 14. I bet most of it was fast breaks. He just stole the ball and scored a layup.
Nah,
I don't remember erasing 2 points for that.
Touche. Touche. So anyway, that was our start bench cut of the week. I mean, Shitty is clearly wrong. We know we ain't gonna get into it. Hopefully Shitty ain't wrong on this next topic. So this is our last topic of the day. We're gonna talk about Jalen Rose haircut price. As you can see, I am sliced today. You know what I'm saying? So I personally did not pay $100 for my haircut. Like Jalen Rose said, but let me actually pull the video up real quick to see what was his own rationale for paying. First of all, he's a millionaire, so he can pay whatever he wants to pay. Here we go. Whenever it decides low, here we go.
Barbers $100. I'm here to defend the sanctuary that is called barbers and beauticians. You know, so many guys and people out there think y'all gonna show up and get a fly haircut and y'all gonna spend $35. Y'all gonna go to the end of the line, y'all gonna hit up y'all barber, they're gonna send you to the voicemail, you're gonna have a 1 o'clock appointment, you're gonna get there at 1 o'clock and somebody gonna be sitting in the chair.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Rose said if you're not paying $100, then that means your spot is taken at the barbershop. I'm not gonna ask y'all how much y'all spend for y'all haircut, but do y'all spend $100 for a haircut? Is it over or is it under $100? That's all I need to know.
Under. And my question to Jalen Rose would have been, how long you been paying $100 for your haircut? Exactly, Trevor. See, me and Trevor here. How long you been paying $100 for your haircut, Jalen Rose? And I'm pretty sure it started probably when you got in the league, because I'm pretty sure when y'all was broke ass students at Michigan with the 5'5", y'all weren't paying $100.
They was shaved in Michigan. They shaved themselves. They weren't paying nobody.
Like, come on, man. So stop the cap, bro. You started paying $100 because you realized, damn, I'm in the NBA. I shouldn't be waiting to have to get my hair cut. Hey, homie, I'm gonna give you $100. Next time I see you from this point on, I'm gonna get $100 haircut. Boom. But for you to put that kind of pressure on us, I know what it's like to have to pay $5 for a haircut in college. Shout out to my boy Ford. I know what it's like to just have to go and hopefully somebody don't mess up your hair for $20. Me, myself, I'm paying $40, $45. I can't front. You know, prices, inflation like a mug. I don't want to pay the $45, but I got to do what I got to do. But as soon as they say $100, I'm gonna be looking like shitty around this month. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm saving all off.
No, until I get Jalen Rose money, I'm not able to pay Jalen Rose numbers for his amazing haircut that he's had over the past few years. If you talk about hairstyles and haircuts in the NBA, Jalen Rose better be top 5 at everybody's. Yes, that's what $100 will get you. And salute you, King. But you can't put that kind of pressure on us normal folk, bro.
No. And we talk about Michigan. I honestly think he does pay that amount in Michigan. And let me explain why. I'm from Ohio. I know how people in Detroit and Michigan are. They are really into styles and paying a lot of money for stuff that they don't need to, such as Cartier sunglasses for no reason. And so I do believe that he is paying at least that amount, even in Michigan, where he's from, because they are already giving up money like that. And he gets the Beijing, the spray. Mm-hmm. That Beijing is a lot more money added because it's an additive feature for him to black out his hair everywhere so you don't see any of his bald spots. Now,
he had bald spots when he was back home.
What I'm going to say is, now, before he started doing all that other stuff with his hair, and he had a little, the Nas cut, right? Mm-hmm. Now that shouldn't have been $100. That should not have been $100. Just a little slice right there and low, go with the grain and against the grain. We should have been tops 50, tops, because they're going to charge you because you are Jalen Rose. But now, I think he does pay at least $100, and I hope this does not put the pressure on barbers to say, "Hey, I'm about to increase my prices," because nigga, I ain't going. So I'm gonna just put that out there. I get it. There are some barbers right now that are charging $30 and $40 and still struggling, with what they are. And there's probably some barbers that are charging over that amount, $60, $70, and are struggling to find clientele. And so, barbers, if you're listening, keep what you're doing and accept these tips instead.
Man, I blame Joe Biden and Ja Morant, bro. Like,
what?
Come on, bro.
I can't wait to hear this.
What y'all do?
And he got eggs $10 a cart.
Hey, well, first of all, eggs just went down at Aldi, y'all. So they were $4.94 2 weeks ago, $93.80. But they are high as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Could have been that high in the first place, Joseph. Y'all voted for that man.
Well, what's Ja for? Why
what y'all do?
We blame Ja for everything at this point.
Okay, I got you. Hashtag blame Ja. I forgot.
Hashtag blame Ja. Exactly.
We are not fine in the West, Ja. We need to get cheaper haircuts.
We ain't fine in the barbershops either. Apparently, you got to pay $100 to go to them.
Hey, the barber's doing fine. Look, I tell you what, if the moment that haircuts are $100 in Memphis, I'm going to barber school because apparently I'm in the wrong business right now because $100. I mean, I don't pay $100, but no. If I'm paying,
bro, you should want to do that anyway because think of how many students come to you already.
Exactly.
You're talking about a flow of money.
Exactly,
bro. You can have inspiration folks and be chopping them at the same time, bro. Like you in the perfect profession. Actually,
I'm gonna have a damn chair in my office in the corner. Like, yeah, man, your grades, man, you need to do better, man. Your hairline effed up, your grades messed up. Hey, man, we gotta figure something out.
Everything effed up.
Hey, I tell you what, the moment I'm paying $100 for a haircut, my line better be perfect. I better have no mistakes. I better get exactly what I want. My hair better grow in all areas because my hairline going back. I'm getting there. The beard is here.
Smacking.
But the forehead is getting there. You need to recover this joint back down here. That's what I need. I ain't paying $100 for a haircut until I have a son. What Trevor say? Trevor said, Savage, we're gonna be in barber school together. If they have it, man, I'm telling you, $100, man, I cut a hair in about 30 minutes. $200 an hour. Hey, let's do it. I'm working 2 days.
And the thing is, like $100 just to come back the next week. That's another problem.
That's exactly
because no income.
Because you gotta at $100 for that haircut to get that Beijing to keep it looking nice, you cannot wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, you
gotta go back in a week.
Because I damn near I hope to get to the point where I can go at least once a week. Because I have to go once a week. Just me personally. I would love to get to that point. Right now, I'm bi-weekly. Like clockwork bi-weekly. But I want to get to the point where I can go every week. But $100 every cut, nah, man. That need to be in my benefits package with work.
They got to pay into it.
That need to be in my benefits package. That's mental health. I need that a part of my Blue Cross Blue Shield for real.
That's part about mental health. Oh, he's all look good. I perform good.
Man, I'm just saying that's mental health, man. So Jalen Rose, hey man, Trevor said I better turn to Super Saiyan. Oh man, we ain't paying $100 for a haircut, y'all. Check back with us in like 2034 when Aiden's in the NBA. That's what we're gonna do.
And then at that point, he's paying for mine.
Mine too.
Wrap it up then. We all got it.
Hopefully I'm bald by then. We'll see. All right, gentlemen. Good wrap. Y'all enjoy the All-Star game today. I ain't gonna be watching. I might watch it a little bit, but I ain't watching that tonight. But if y'all watching it, enjoy it.
Can we guess who's gonna be the last pick?
Oh, okay. So last pick, not the starters, because stars aren't going to be after.
Right.
The last pick, I gotta look down real quick.
I can't remember the starters. Yeah, because now, and by the way, Adam Silver, that did absolutely nothing to reverse that, because there's still going to be a last pick.
Let me see
I don't understand that.
It probably hurt more if I'm starting the All-Star game and I'm finna be the last pick.
Yeah, man, like just let it happen, man. It would have been all right.
Let me see who's on the roster.
Hell of a question.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to see who will be last.
You about to pull it up or tell us who the 10 is?
It'll be real petty if it's Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think it'll be. Well, he's gonna be starting.
Yeah, but you picking.
No, the starters are the last. Yeah, starters are the last ones to get picked.
I guess I was going by reserves. I'm going by reserves.
They picking. It's backwards. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever. But they pick.
Okay, who's gonna be the last reserve and the last starter? Then how about that? I think the last reserve is going to be. I'm gonna say, damn. I don't want to say Jaren.
But you want to say Jaren?
I'm gonna say Julius Randle gonna be the last reserve. I can't. He just bricked. First of all, he performed terribly as a left-handed player. 3-point contest. I'm disappointed in him. But he shouldn't have been in there anyway. But I'm gonna say Julius Randle for the reserves. And then for the starters, I'm gonna say I can't say Lord from marketing because he I ain't gonna disrespect him. I'm gonna say, damn, I don't even know. I'm like, damn, who be last? Because I'm like, who would I pick? Damn, I'm gonna say, I guess I say Lord from marketing, man. I gotta say it, but I just.
Damn.
Yeah, my bad, Lori. Don't get mad at me, man. It ain't me saying this. It's the people saying this.
Yeah, I actually agree with I think Julius Randle will be the last of the reserves to get selected. And the starters you have Giannis. Who's KD's replacement?
Wasn't it Fox? Well, Fox ain't starting though.
No. At the East,
you said Pascal replaced him?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so weird because everybody got traded from conference to conference, so it's like messing up.
It does. I think. I actually think to that point, I think Pascal will be the last starter. Because no, he doesn't get bumped into the starting position then.
Yeah, I think maybe Jalen Brown ended starting with him.
Now Brown, he out because he got a facial injury.
Brown out. He just got injured.
Hey, man.
Ja starting, so Ja ain't gonna be last though. So
Ja ain't gonna be last.
This is interesting, fellas. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put so much pressure on us.
Nah. I mean, for sure it's gonna be Julius Randle because, like, as far as his game don't translate to the All-Star game, he's not athletic. He can't shoot.
He just got done bricking last night. Yeah.
So yeah,
I got for me with reserves, it's gonna be a guard.
Spider.
But Spider's a starter though.
No, Spider's starter.
Okay. Fox.
I got a roll with Fox, the late edition. And I don't want to seem like I'm hating on him for real because y'all know I love Fox. I've been hating on podcasts, but I ain't hating on Fox. It's just process of elimination at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But with the starters, I'm with y'all.
It's gotta be Randle, man, because Randle, he's like literally like 6'6" as a power forward, and he ain't defending nobody. He can't really score. He can score, but it's not like in an All-Star game type scoring.
Yeah.
Wait, Randle not starting though, is he?
He reserved. I'm saying he didn't be the last reserve.
If I got to pick a starter, which one would y'all rather have, Ja Morant or Donovan Mitchell?
For the All-Star game, Ja Morant.
Right, so I got to pick Donnie Mitchell, right? And I think so. I'm gonna go with my first mind. It's gonna be petty as hell for him to be the last.
In Utah.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going with.
I like that.
As hell, but we're gonna be petty on this podcast. Donovan Mitchell gonna be the last one picked. And I don't want that to happen because I love Donnie.
Is that a bet prop on like FanDuel They might be worth. They might be worth looking into.
Yeah.
Much you done bet too.
But yeah, I'm with. I think Donovan will be the last starter. That's
okay.
picked.
So y'all saying Donovan and we saying Julius Randle. Okay. So if y'all betting people out there,
y'all saying Julius Randle. I'm saying De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, De'Aaron Fox. Okay. So
he said last reserve. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Fox or Randle, and then Spider Mitchell or Lloyd from marketing, unfortunately. So, all right, people. Let's get up out of here. We will be back. We actually gonna be off next week, y'all, because I got stuff to do on Sunday. So we'll be back the week after next week. So y'all can enjoy some PTO time.
Prepare the others.
We'll take it.
Prepare the others. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.